Hello guys and girls, welcome to this week Sunday market breakdown. Last week was actually nice. Yeah, I was able to take two trades on German 30, which of course I've dropped the trade recap here. Yeah, I believe as well last week actually prepare for this coming week, and I believe there's going to be massive opportunities in this week. So it's about preparing ourselves to be able to capitalize fully when they arrive. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, make sure you hit the subscription button. Let's get this thing going, guys. Let's get this thing going, because trust me, I am actually focused on bringing more valuable content. So guys and girls, hit the subscription button and make sure you hit the notification bell as well, so that you get notified whenever I post new content. So guys and girls, without further ado, let's dive straight into it. So the first one we have here is DXY. So DXY is actually looking very great now, guys. So first of all, what we have here is essentially, as we were looking, price might actually comes back then last week, but then we seems to have formed a continuation pattern, and price actually closing above it, which of course could actually trigger this to actually comes to the top here, the 90% of the structure. Is very possible, or perhaps any of those value area here. So this one or this one. So yeah, but for now, what it seems like, impulse correction, and then we can anticipate the next impulsive leg. And if we actually measure this previous kind of a little bit impulsive leg and the next one, of course, as you can see, that lies perfectly around this point on the breakout. So yeah, there's high probability or tendency that price can actually come to this value area here. You get, if not, so that's the point here. So let's go to the first pair here on the watch list. Yeah, this one I currently on the sell right now, so I'll be looking for additional scaling when the market open. But then, why are we looking for this trade on the sell? You should look left previously. Look at the price action that we have here. It's just more like the same if you see it from like. Guys, let me just delete this. So if you look at this previous price action and then you kind of compare together, look at that, guys. So it's just like the same thing is actually happening around this point here. So yeah, which is why, and of course this has cleared the high, and then this becomes the recent high. So there is tendency for price to actually drop to this value area here. It's very possible. If not, this one is actually very possible, from this expanding 1 to 3, but then there's likelihood that price is still going to make it to this low here, if not continue lower. But this is going to take time. It's going to be impulse correction, and eventually we get to this point. So it's about being ready and know when to capitalize. That is the most important thing. So already we have the 1 2 3 expanding formation, and then we drop impulsively. So now we are looking to capitalize to this low here, and then we can see what unfold then. So going to the 4 hour, we have this low here, which price has actually broken. So this was actually acting as the line in the sand for me. I was actually waiting for price to break this to the downside, and then I can look to take anything below this low here, because essentially I don't want to be caught up around selling here, where price will just use this low as a base to actually head higher. So for me, it's about low risk, high probability trades. That is all I mean. So which is why I was actually looking for the sell just below this low here. So if we go to 1 hour, essentially I'm on the trade here. I took my entry here, but then we have this hook point, and now price approach this hook point in the form of 1 2 3 structure, create some rigs, fill this, tap out this hook point, and then begin to drop. So as long as price give me any sort of continuation like this, then I will definitely entertain it, and then I'll be looking for additional scaling. So if you come to 15 minutes, I am not going to be taking any entry now. So what I want to see is coming back to tap this rail line there, form like something like this, create the bottom, and then trickle up a little bit, and then I'll be looking to scaling when I see something like this or any sort of two touch or three touch continuation pattern. I will definitely entertain it, and then that will be me looking for my entries around here, and then having my stop just above here will be important. So yeah, and then looking to capitalize to this low here for around 11.6%, call it 12% or whatever. So yeah, so this is exactly what I'll be looking for when the market open, or perhaps if I see any sort of three touch structure, of course I will entertain it, and I'm going to be taking it as well. So yeah, if I see something like this, it moves down, it moves up, and then like this, I'll gladly entertain it, and then I'll take this position. Very, very important. Yeah, something like this. So if I something like this as well, I would take it, the risk entry here on my SL, place above there, and then still what it is, three touch continuation structure, make my plan, low risk setups, and then yeah, it is. I'm going to be waiting for 1 hour kind of structures around here, and then I'll be switching to 15 minutes to find my entry, which will be around 13.9%. So yeah, this is it. So the second one on my list here is actually UK 100. So by the time I took my trade last week on German 13, it was actually set with this UK 100, and UK 100 was from this continuation on the 15 minute, but then I decided to go for the German 30 because that structure looks more clearer to me than this one, of course. And if you talk about the higher time frame makeup, that's why I just choose that one over the other one. So yeah, so if you look at here, we have this 1 2 3 kind of structure, like maybe call it impulse correction, and then there's tendency for price to make it to this low here, especially when we near misses it right here. We can form the 1 2 3 structure and then continue to the upside. So anyway, we'll be looking for the outside. So if you go to 4 hour, what do we have? As you can see, now price has formed this impulse correction, tap this 1 hour hook point right here, create that exhaustion, and then begin to drop to the downside. So I'm going to be waiting for 1 hour base here. I'm not going to be going for waiting for the base on 1 hour here, and then I can look for my entry when price come up again, and then that will be me looking for my entries around here on the 2 touch flag. If I get 3 touch flag continuation, it's still what it is. To the 90% of this flag would be around 6.25%, and then to the downside would be around 19.8%, call it whatever. The percentage doesn't really matter to me because it's going to be definitely going to change when you get the entry. So it's either going to increase or decrease. So I don't really put much emphasis on that, but this is just what I'll be looking for when market opens. So yeah, this is second on my watch list. So going to the third one is Euro GBP. Euro GBP is actually looking great for at the moment. Let me just clear this up and I'll start from there. So Euro GBP, yeah, like I said, we have likeliness of making it to this low here. So now from here, essentially we have this 1 2 3 structure right there, and then price failed to actually commit from there to fill out the low there. So and now price impulses and then gives this 3 touch continuation, which you can filter out clearly on 4 hour. As you can see, this is all kind of straightforward, like very, very clear detail here. So now the only thing I'll be looking for here, already we got the commitments, so I will be waiting for, because of these runs, I will be waiting for any sort of 1 hour continuation, something like this. I can go to 15 minutes and filter my entries. 15 minutes, like so. I filter my entry right there. So yeah, this is exactly what I'll be looking for. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, back again. Sorry, guys. So I'll be looking for this continuation pattern right here, and then I'll be engaging on it, and then to the target here, the 90% of this structure will be around 6.9%, and then to the target here will be around 20%. So yeah, just like I said, the percentage doesn't really matter. So yeah, nice, looking very very promising at the moment. So the next one is going to be pound oxy. Yeah, pound oxy, we've been looking for the sales from last week, and then yeah, it's tending to develop into structure. So yeah, we still keeping eyes on it, and then until it gives us the entry that we want. If it doesn't, then so be it. We don't really care. So essentially, we were looking at this value area, but then price broke it, and now creating some extensions. So right now, we have these 1, 2, 3 structures. For me, this is irrelevant to me now. The major concern to me is the recent structure that is actually forming in the lower time frame. But overall, we have this 1, 2, 3 ascending formation, potential reversal, and then looking to capitalize on this 90% structure there. So if you go to 4 hour, as you can see, we are kind of forming pattern within a pattern, or maybe call it a structure within a structure. So majorly my concern now, it will be this one right here, and then this one as well. So yeah, we have this middle section, and then potentially we could actually be looking for our entry either on this double top there. That is very very key, because I believe majority of the times when you have an expanding formation like this, price tend to react from this double top here. So which is area I'm actually looking at now. So I want to move, stripping it out, a breakbacks into structure, continuation, and then I can look to engage right here. So it's so simple, guys. However, if we indeed make it to the torture, which is also possible, I'm not ruling that out. It still goes to the same thing. I'll be waiting for the pushback, and I'll gladly engage around here. So that's exactly what I'll be looking for right here now. So yeah, I think that is so straightforward here. There's nothing much to talk about this. Yeah, so that's it. So if you go to the next one, which is Euro USD. So Euro USD is looking very very great, essentially very looking great. Yeah. So so Euro USD, we have this value area here. We have this expand 1, 2, 3 ascending formation right there, and as you can see, we broke out of the pattern, tapped this value area, and then we broke back inside, and our price is giving continuation to the downside. So from here, we have these two value areas. We have this value area here, because if you look at the momentum from that area, this is institutional moves, and then we also have this one here. So now price actually formed 1, 2, 3 continuation structure right here. So price from continuation right here, 1, 2, 3, and now is dropping at the moment. So basically we have the first continuation within the structure. So what I'll be waiting for now is 1 hour deliberate structure to actually get engaging on this one, something like this, 1, 2, 3, and then I will be engaging on anything around here. So however, chances are we might not have it, but if we have any sort of structure that is just 1, 2, 3, I don't want any tight. I won't be taking tight flag here. I either have 1, 2, 3 fit around 15 minutes, or I have it a little bit larger, whatever. I won't be taking any sort of tight flag on this point here, because we already have the first one. So I will entertain the first one being a very tight flag, but here I want 1 hour or 15 minutes deliberate 3-touch structure, and then I can look to capitalizing on the sell. So it's so simple, guys. That's exactly what I'm looking at. Last one we have on the last one we'll have on this one is the Euro Kiwi. So Euro Kiwi is actually looking like very, very promising as well. So on the daily, we have this hook point here, or value area, call it whatever, and price is actually target. And then we also have this one around this point again. So it doesn't really matter where you put it now, because we are not looking for reversal risk entry anyway. So we have this 3-touch ascending formation leading to the the value area. So basically the only thing we want now is price dropping. The only thing we want now is price dropping from here, and then we can look for the push down and then look for the continuation on 1 hour, and then we can sell. So that is basically what we want to see right here. So anything beside it, then we won't be entertaining it. So yeah, it's so simple, this one. So we don't need to go to 1 hour and do one. So the next one is going to be the white cards. It's simple as well. Looking at pound yen on the first one. So basically we are not trading from the value area on this one, because already the value area is very, very far from here. So we are just playing the double top around here, especially with the way price approaches the double top. So basically we have this 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to ignore this one here and then focus on this, actually the nature that we are actually approaching this double top here. So it's so simple as well. So we have 1, 2, 3. All we need to see is a commitment to the downside from here, and then we can look for the continuation pattern, and then we go down. So this is so simple. This is exactly what I'll be looking for around this point here. So guys, that is so straightforward, nothing too complicated, but I'll be looking at it from 1 hour time frame. So once I get it here, I will gladly engage around there. So the next one here, we have the pound kiwi. The pound kiwi as well is actually looking promising as well. For this one, we have broke the value area, and then this is the value area that I have here, because this one was just a week, probably in news or something like that, which is why I ignored it. But now price has broken it impulsively. Looks like it's going to head to this point, but however, when you come to daily, it just looks like a clear extension of the pattern, where we have 1, 2, 3, ascending formation within that. So just going to the 1 hour is really, really important. So I'm just going to delete this one here. I'm just going to delete this one here. And also, I'm not going to be, this is one area a lot of people make mistake by actually connecting this one, and then they started engaging on risk entry around here, and then taking unnecessary losses. Like I said, we don't trade that way. We are low risk, high reward traders. So I am better off not taking trade than taking a high risk trade. So which is why it's so simple here on the 1 hour. What we want to see to engage on this one is a push down, clearing this low, and then we want a continuation of whatsoever around this point, and then we can look to capitalize around here. That is so simple, guys. That is exactly what we're looking for. Nothing so complicated on this one. So once we see this, then we're going to engage in on it. But if we don't, however, we're not going to force any trade. So the next one here is Euro Oxy. Euro Oxy is actually looking great as well. Already we tap all the value areas like so here, and then we create this 1, 2, 3. It's not coincidence that we broke out of this area, because overall, like I said last week, this is the major value area, because this is the value area that has broken multiple lows. So this is the most important value area. This double top is just hold less significance than the actual value area itself. Now price has broken that area, creating this a kind of expanding formation. The main focus now here will be this double top around here. Of course, we actually pierces right above it, this double top right there. Let me just go to 1 hour, so let me clear that. So the important thing here is this double top right here, and price has actually trickling around there. So now I have a line in the sand kind of stuff here because it helps me a lot to avoid some unnecessary, slightly less quality trades. So I just have my line in the sand here. Before I will engage in on this one, I would like price to clear this low, and then anything below here, I will gladly entertain it, and that will be looking for entries as long as we will possibly break and close below here on 4 hour. Then I'll be looking for my entries right there. So it's so simple, guys. That is exactly what I'll be looking for on this one. So nothing so complicated, nothing to talk more about, because I have to be aware of the information that I push here, because I feel like I am, giving more, confidential information on my Sunday market recap, which is why I'm actually, going to be wary and be mindful of the sort of, price action detail that I can release here. So yeah, if you want more, then we have a mentorship, sorry, a coaching program going on now, so you can actually join us, and then you'll get to find out a lot more about what we're talking about, and then how we see this. So yeah, that is exactly what we're looking for right here. Like I said, the value area has already been tapped, so it's head less significant now, because yeah, the major concern here is the double top right here. So anything there, we can actually look for the sell, because already we have tapped out the value areas. We can drop at any time. So yeah, which is why I'll be waiting for this clearing of the low insurance entry, and then I'll get in on it. So simple. So the last one here is going to be Oxy Kiwi. The last one here is Oxy Kiwi. So Oxy Kiwi going on the daily. This one we have been looking at it for so long now. So already on the weekly, we have this impulse down, and then we have this sort of 3-star continuation pattern on the weekly time frame. If you go down to daily, it's going to be so clear. So essentially, we were looking for price coming up here to tap this 1, 2, 3, and then look for the insurance entry, and then we get in on it. But now here, two things can happen here. Is either price actually come to this point here and then sold off, or price can actually make it up here, making this one the middle section of this pattern, and then this one the middle section of this overall pattern, and then come out here, and this lies perfectly with this hook point here, and then we can get in on the sell right here. So majorly we are looking for sell around 2 areas now. The first area will be around here, and then the second area will be around here, and then whatever the area is going to be, all we need is a push down and then continuation, push down, continuation, and then we get in on it. We make it so simple, guys. There's no need to overcomplicate it and then confusing yourself. But then you need a plan. Analysis is something else. You need a trading plan, and then you need to know exactly what you're looking for in the market to be able to execute effectively. Else you just go to the chart and be looking for whatever, hesitating on taking trades and all those sort of things. But once you get your trading plan out, and then you get everything figured out, everything becomes easy. And then of course I have my own trading plan template, which I give to those guys on the coaching program to actually use as a guide for the moment while they build their own trading plan. Because guys, you can't stick to other people's trading plan. You have to build your own from the experience you gain over time. That is how you become profitable, and you don't need too much setups to focus on. All I focus on is just 3 setups. 3 setup. Normally it's supposed to be 2, but then variation make it 3. So I'll just call it 3 setups. Is either I see the setup or I don't see them. So there's no need of looking for what not in the market. It's so simple. Is either I get my trading plan set up or I don't. Sometimes there's a little bit of discretion, but then it's still black and white for me. So yeah, guys and girls, I hope you take a lot of value from this one. See you guys on the other one, probably next. So okay, I'm not going to be posting trade recap here as well. I'll just be doing it once in a while, but for now all I'm going to be posting is Sunday market breakdown and some other valuable contents on how to analyze, how to draw trend lines, what to focus on. Then that one I'm going to be posting them here. But if you want the intricate price action details, that is for the mentorship guys, for the coaching guys. I don't do mentorship because for me I just feel like you need some certain qualification to be able to become a mentor, but then you can become a coach, not a mentor. So for now, I am a coach, not a mentor. So if you want my coaching, you can join the group, and then you can see I have some videos there already that is helpful, so you can join there and then see the way we do things and the way we see the market. So without much talk, guys and girls, see you guys on the next episode. Thank you.